All right, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Flower Wellness Temple. Namaste and Philelo. So it doesn't matter if you're sitting in temple with us or if you are at home joining us on the live. We love everyone, welcome everyone, and we are a community that supports everyone on their path, getting back to their authentic true self and shining your beautiful light as we are here and meant to do. So welcome. So today we are, and we've been on for a few weeks, the path of integration. And today we are talking about the heart chakra. The heart chakra is an energy center, and it is where we hold our love, compassion, and our inner harmony. So welcome, Radiant Souls. Just so glad that you're here today. So here at Lotus Flower Wellness, everyone is seen and valued and loved exactly as you are. So we encourage everyone. You are a unique being. You're that way for a reason. So stop trying to be like everybody else and just get back to loving yourself, who you are, with all your little quirks and all the little things that make you you, because that is how you were divinely made. You came here for a purpose and a reason to be unique. So get with it and just start shining that light beautiful. So today we are continuing the integration path and focusing here in the heart space. We've moved from grounding and flow to power and confidence. And now we open the gateway between the physical and the spiritual, that bridge to the heart. The heart chakra teaches us that pure power comes from love. The heart chakra is very, very special, and it takes on a lot of the bulk of all the other chakras. So it does tend to get a lot of punches through the things that we go through in life. So it's very important to focus some energy back there into the heart chakra to help strengthen it and just support yourself. So let's dig deep together today into this heart chakra as we enter the sacred vibration of our hearts. So we're going to start with a little chant here. It's Om Mani Padme Hum. So you guys are welcome to do it with me. I'll say it again. Om Mani Padme Hum. So we'll do it a few times together if you like. Om Mani Padme Hum. If you really get that last hum real down in there into that heart chakra, you'll really feel it. You'll feel it start to expand and support your heart space. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. One more time. Om Mani Padme Hum. All right, great job. So I would like to just invite everyone to just sit comfortably with your hands resting, and then one hand resting, and then you can just put the other one over your heart. And just this time we're going to do it one more time together and just really try to physically feel the vibrations in your body, paying close attention to actually the way that your physical body is responding. Om Mani Padme Hum. Yay. So as we were chanting, anytime you are doing a chant, if you just can imagine that heart space glowing, just an emerald green light expanding with every breath, and let that spread throughout your body. So we're going to do it one more time and just visualize that green color that supports the heart chakra. Om Manti Padme Hum. Very good, very good, awesome. All right, so now we're going to get into the teachings of today, just to support you all. You know, there's one thing about energy work that you have to be mentally aware of what the heck we're talking about here. You know, energy is one thing, but awareness is a whole nother thing. So we're going to get to know the energy of this heart chakra. Therefore, we can be more in the place of empowerment to support our paths and our light a lot better. That heart, like I said, really does take a lot of the bulk of the things that we go through in life. And it doesn't have to be that way. We can start to get to a place where we are hold a compassion for everything that happens, a trust and a faith in that everything that is happening within our reality, we actually are a lot more in control of that than we think, especially the way that we perceive it. And so let's just get right into it. The heart chakra, known as the Antihata, is the center of unconditional love. Love for yourself, love for others, and love for life itself. The energy lives at the center of the chest, which is the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras, where earth meets heaven and humans meet the divine. When the heart is open, whoa, Quinn, you made it. When the heart is open, come on in, buddy. When the heart is open, we clearly see not with just our eyes, but with compassion. We forgive more easily, we give more freely, and we receive love without fear. Now, I know everyone has been in some situation where you gave love to someone and you didn't feel that you received it. And if you're honest with yourself, that might have affected the next person that you came into contact with, say a past relationship. When you're going into that next one, you may feel, oh, I need to be a little more careful in this one or whatnot. But the true compassion that we're talking about here is not necessarily projecting that onto your past, but taking what we learned from that, integrating that, and moving forward, which empowers you with wisdom to not shut the heart down, but to actually grow it and turn that, what would have been fear and blockages, into actually a stronger, more loving, compassionate heart. So there is another way to go about this. Instead of being like, oh, well, I'm just not going to be so loving, or I'm just going to be more, not tell people my true feelings or whatnot. So, and you've all got your own stories about how that's played out in your life, but no human is spared from that. But there is a way to evolve that to a higher energy. So, but when the heart is closed or it's wounded, we may build walls to protect ourselves, like we were just talking about. And we may hold on to some resentment, some disappointment, or some guilt. The great truth of the heart is that love is not something that we have to earn, but what we already are. Every breath, every heartbeat is a reminder that love is flowing through you, always. And we bring mindfulness into the heart space. When we do that, we begin to feel the difference between the attracting love and between that and having like control or over care for it. So you get yourself to a place where you are that love. You're holding that space for your true self, which is a high sign of a very high vibrational love, because you're honoring your actual truth instead of saying, oh, I'm not good enough for this, or people don't like this about me. And when you start to do that, it starts to radiate out throughout all of your reality, all of your experiences, and you start to attract more of that higher vibrational love. But if you start tucking things down and acting out of fear because of the things you've been through, that in essence is going to attract more of that, because what you're basically saying is, I haven't fully learned this lesson yet. I need to continue in this cycle because I haven't quite gotten it yet. Which, if you look at it from a higher perspective, that's really kind of fair, because we are the ones in control of how we grow our light and our truth. So mindfulness in the heart means allowing yourself to feel fully. That includes joy, sadness, gratitude, and grief. Sometimes healing the heart isn't about fixing the past. It's about being gentle with ourselves in this very moment, in the present. So you make a mistake, you do something, whatever. A lot of people have a tendency to be pretty hard on themselves. This kind of love that we're talking about is being like, oh, what did I learn from that? Wow, okay, I just got stronger. I just got wiser. I just got better because now I'm very aware of this. And so therefore, that's a new tool for you. And so if you can think of things a little differently and react to your own self a little differently, that is going to also cause an effect that's going to work within the world that you are encountering as well. And then law of attraction is that as you're doing that, you're going to start magnetizing others of that same vibration. Compassion starts right here in the body, in the breath. As we grow in awareness, we start to live from the heart instead of fear. We stop reacting and we start responding with grace. The heart reminds us that vulnerability is not weakness. It is the purest form of courage. So today, we awaken that courage together. And Quinn, will you come on up and lead us in the infinity breath?
Yes, I will.
All right. Yay.
All right, so today we're doing infinity heart breath work. For this, bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose. Draw the breath from the belly to the heart. Exhale gently through the mouth, releasing tension and heaviness. As you inhale, I am love. As you exhale, I am at peace. And I'm just going to repeat that one more time. As you inhale, I am love. As you exhale, I am at peace. Visualize your breath moving in a gentle infinity loop between your belly and your heart, grounding and uplifting you at once. With every cycle, imagine your heart glowing brighter, golden green light, freely flowing through you. And just go ahead and keep that up for a little bit. Erin's going to get started on the meditation.
Yeah, just keep focusing on that breath. You don't have to keep up with anyone, just be in your own flow. And if you don't already have your eyes closed, you can gently close them if you would like, or do whatever you like. And then you just can, if you can just use your imagination and just imagine yourself in the middle of a vast garden. The air, you can feel it, it's very warm. The sky is just very open and full. And your heart begins to bloom like a flower. So it's just opening up like the petals on a lotus flower, just opening up wider and wider. With each breath, the petals open even wider, revealing the light at your core. The divine love within you. Just feel that warmth on your skin. Feel that warmth within your heart. Just feel it now radiating outwardly. Just soften your chest, your shoulders. entire being. Whisper to yourself, or you can say out loud, I am love in motion. I am open to give and receive freely.
I am open to give and receive freely.
I am harmony embodied.
I am harmony embodied.
Now we're going to say it again, but this time I want you to focus your attention to how your physical body is feeling, where you're feeling the sensation, just connecting with the way, the subtle things that happen within your energy and your body when you claim such truths. I am love in motion.
I am love in motion.
I am open to give and to receive freely.
I am open to give and to receive freely.
I am harmony embodied.
I am harmony embodied.
And you can just see this energy extending out to everyone in this room. So we're going to do some practice to stretch this energy, this truth, this vibration out, okay? So just to the room. And then now we're going to just grow it out and send it to all of creation, extending it out to infinity. Just to everyone, everything. It doesn't matter if you know them, doesn't matter. Just you're connecting that back to the collective consciousness, to everything, everyone, oneness. Breathe deeply. Rest in this field of unconditional love for just a minute here. Quinn, if you would like to come back up.
Yes, I will.
All right, so as you are just connecting there, Quinn and I are going to move about the temple, sharing some Reiki energy, flow, love, a little crystal work, as well as some attunements. And I'm also going to do a sage burning. So while you're doing that, I will go ahead and light the sage. gently open your eyes back, become more aware of your surroundings. You always have this space that you can connect to, refresh yourself, and but just, you know, we're gonna continue, but just hold that energy with you.
Yeah, and just want to say, may this energy open your heart without breaking it. May forgiveness replace fear, and may your love ripple outward into the world.
Great.
So with that, we're moving on to our intuitive game for today, which is called Love in Motion.
Yes, and if y'all want to join us up here, if you're fine with that, if you guys want to join us, and we'll just go in a circle, just so we all fit.
All right.
Like this. Yeah, there you go. There you go, that way, and then that way they can still see us too. And y'all are with us in this circle too. We're just completing this circle. Okay, so we are in the circle now. So each person is going to share one positive quality or strength that they see in another person. Okay, so we're just going to go around. We can start with Quinn, and then we will just go around. And then after we say the positive thing that we see in the person, we're gonna you just tell them I appreciate you. Okay?
Yeah.
So we can hold hands if you
All
want.
right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to say for Miguel, I really appreciate your perseverance. Like seeing you come every week after week, that persistence, you know, and just always coming for the message and taking part and, you know, just being a light.
Yay, we appreciate you, Miguel. All right, I will go. All right, B, I'm gonna start with you. I saw the second that you walked in here, just this ball of light, this beautiful smile, and just a beautiful, courageous energy. And I noticed that about you right away. So I just want to say that I saw your light, and I'm so happy that you're here. We appreciate you, B.
Thank you. So I'm going to start with you, Darren, and I was going to say the same thing. When I opened the door yesterday, I saw the light and the joy that you get out of opening up this. So I was today, and I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna say I appreciate you, Isaiah, for being a fun, encouraging spirits whenever I needed a lot of time. So it's such a vision on me and the responsibilities I have because sometimes it's very stressful. So.
We appreciate you,
I
Isaac.
appreciate it.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
We have to do Isaac Isaiah. We have the new name.
Yeah.
I appreciate you and your whole mission, understanding and the love you give out. It's something not parallel to what the world has. I appreciate you doing that.
Oh, thank
Alright.
you. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Thank y'all for joining in the little intuitive game. So,
Right.
yeah, and you can have your seats back. Thank you so much. That was
Okay.
beautiful. A lot of love.
Yeah, and now we have our Reiki healing of the mind for this week.
Yes, we do. And then I do have a I guess this one's going to be the one. All right. So, well, would you like to read it? Okay. So, before you read it, I do want to say when love is expressed consciously, it multiplies. Every kind word, every gentle gesture becomes healing energy. So, what we just did in this game here, we just created just a beautiful energy that doesn't just stay right here. It literally is touched all of creation. So, and just remember that every time you have an opportunity to be kind, to share appreciation with someone, you're not. It's not just to that person. It is literally multiplying and just helping so much.
Alright?
So, all right, Miguel, if you'd like to read.
Your spiritual journey. We're all spiritual all the time because that is what we are. Spirit having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. However, each person's spiritual journey has to be taken at a pace in a way that suits him or her.
Thank you. So amazing.
Yeah.
Yay. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Alright, with that, we'll move on to the homework and integration work for this week.
Yes.
Erin, would you like to start?
Sure. So this week we suggest that you practice opening your heart through compassion. If you feel irritated or hurt, just pause, take a breath through your chest, visualize it like literally coming in and out of your chest, and ask, what would love do here?
Alright, and we also have a journal prompt this week, which is go ahead and get something to write with if you want to write this down. Is who or what am I ready to forgive, including myself? So,
If you don't have anything to write with, just take a second to just let it resonate, what resonates with that with you, and then it'll be with you.
yeah.
Right? You
I'm
might
just
not
gonna-
remember it word for word, but you get the gist of it.
I'm
So,
just going to repeat it one more time. Who or what am I ready to forgive, including myself?
beautiful, beautiful.
Alright, and we've got some community announcements this week. We are continuing our Harmony for Humanity fundraiser and inviting community impact partners to help support our outreach and healing work. Every donation and partnership helps us continue offering mindfulness, meditation, and healing resources to the community. You can give at hey.lotusflower.com/donations or speak to us after service about becoming a sponsor or for our upcoming gala in the summer.
And if you're on the live, it is the link is on the bio, so that can help you out a lot. And also for all of you that are going to be buying Christmas gifts for people anyway, if you would like to give the gift of wellness, we have just launched our Sacred Wellness Bundle, which comes with a Reiki session, an awakening e-course that supports you on your path, helps you do some mind, body, soul integration. It's very, very, very powerful. I channeled the majority of this, and so it is absolutely divine. And then also it comes with a Reiki attuned candle. So you get it all, the whole bundle for $222. So $222. So this is a beautiful gift to give to yourself or anyone else that you want to give the gift of wellness to this Christmas. So you can find that on our Shopify. If you have any questions about that, if you go to our website, lotusflowerwellnesstemple.com, and you go to the wellness portal, that's where you're going to find that. So if anyone's interested, it's a really great price on that, and you're giving the gift of love essentially to someone and or yourself.
All right. So today we awakened the sacred space of love, not as something we chase, but something we remember. May your heart stay open and your energy balanced. May you walk gently in the world, leading with compassion. Take one deep breath. Inhale, peace. Exhale, love. And
Yay!
feel that vibration ripple out from your heart to all beings. Alright, for those of you who just joined us for the service today, Namaste to you, Sat Nam. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you will like, leave a comment, subscribe. We do appreciate that. We're going to be moving on to our podcast, so just give us a moment to get set up, and we'll start our discussion.
Yeah, and you're absolutely welcome to stay. It'll only take us just a couple minutes, so if you want to hang tight, we will be ready in just a couple minutes. All right. So now we move our chairs. So we've got a couple extra people, so we're just gonna creatively put our chairs. I think if we move all of them back, yeah, if we move them all back, I think we can put more in.
Right.
And then we'll do it like that. And if you want to move here, and then I'll sit right back here, and then I think we can do it like this, and I think it'll work, and we'll get it lined up where everybody is in here. And I love that this is it is here. Yeah, so I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're definitely gonna need to stay that way though. You're gonna have to, in order for us all to fit, you're gonna have to push your chair over towards mine and cram it, or everybody is not gonna fit in. There we go. Wait, we're gonna get one more. That's what I'm doing now.
All right.
See. 1, 2, 3. You can. Yes, you can. So what we'll do is we'll move like this, and then let me see how to do this. There we go. All right. So, yes. Try our best here to get everyone in.
It's fine, don't worry.
Okay. So you guys are a little halfway in there. If you can scoot over just a hair, and you can just cram me back, and if you can scoot just a tiny bit towards Quinn, we will all be in. And your heads may be a little slightly cut. And then you just scoot closer. There you go. That'll do it right there. I see half of you. Yeah, just kind of lean in. All right, great. Here we go.
All right, yeah.
Cool. We did it.
All right.
All right, yay, all right. So, welcome everyone to Lotus Flower Wellness Temple Podcast, Harmony for Humanity. I'm Erin.
I'm Quinn.
I'm B.
You know,
Isaiah.
All right, awesome. So we have a lovely amount of people today, a little more than normal, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we are just going to jump right into it. Today we talked about the heart chakra on our integration series. And did everybody enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a good one and a very important one. So I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to just pass it to somebody, and just whoever I feel called to, and we'll try to get everyone in. So what does love mean to you beyond emotion, as energy or practice? Would you like to go with this one, B? What does love mean to you beyond emotion? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So well, we can do plan on that one, and I'll get you
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one. That's something for you to ponder.
Right. Okay.
So what does love mean to you beyond emotion, as energy or a practice?
Love as an energy or as a practice is like as a practice is the act of showing, and there are many different ways to show your light. To some many people refer to love language, like what some people do acts of service, others give gifts. There are many different ways to show love. And also love as energy, I feel like is just like in our meditation, in metta especially, we spread the energy of love out to other people. And love is an energy we always tend to have around our person. Whenever we are feeling that appreciation towards another, whenever you feel that charged atmosphere, with warmth and just belonging in like a situation, that's love as an energy, just spreading out around the people who are feeling it together.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that was good. B, did that help you a little bit? Like where we were kind of going with that?
Right.
Beautiful.
I thought it was more like, like our interpretation of it. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, perfect. So my question to you is, how did you like simple service today? What did you get from it today?
So besides what we spoke about, chanting and probably able to people sing around that frequency,
Yeah.
that helped out a lot.
Oh,
Just
beautiful.
clearing my mind, clearing any racing thoughts or kind of just calming me down.
Right.
Beautiful.
And I can say I definitely relate to that because personally I came from a very charged situation at my work, so I really needed to calm down after that.
Aw, so glad you're here.
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. So we'll go this way to Miguel. How has compassion showed up in your life this week?
Well, every week is I show compassion. I'm always giving to people less fortunate, helping people out, showing people I don't know or people love. And so I'm always acting out, and that's kind of something that I've always been for me is I love certain people. If kind of tangible things. I often it's easier for me to show people I love them than to tell them that I love them. And so that's usually how I do something for somebody. It's in my heart, or I give them something without expecting anything in return. So it's not a specific thing per se, but it's just an ongoing thing. It's just a person or a coworker, one of my roommates or friends. I'm always just trying to just show everybody kindness and love, and just letting my light shine upon the world, because it's like, what's the point of having a life if people never live,
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And one thing that you did today, you came in with some donations, some cute little stuffies and all kinds of stuff. He's always doing something kind and nice, so we appreciate you so much. All right, and so we're going to keep moving on. So in what ways can we practice forgiveness without forgetting our boundaries? You want to take that one?
Sure. I know forgiveness with me is not really like, isn't really like saying, okay, I'm gonna forget about what you did. It's like letting it go. Like say someone did something to you and it violates your boundaries. You say you forgive them. It's not necessarily saying, okay, we're just gonna let this be. Like, okay, I'm gonna let this go and not worry about it while staying in your boundaries. But I know like recently we had a Miguel, we had a roommate who, no matter what your current unity is, it's going to clash with yours. If you have good energy, his negative energy is going to clash with yours. and if you find yourself spewing out negative energy, it's good in reflection too. And he had a little of mine the other day. We were just talking to him and using that compassion, sit there and talk to him, and he just poof. Really weird.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, yay. So that is a really big way that compassion came out for you this week as well, Miguel, and both of you.
We used it and we didn't really want to talk more about this,
But it just the spirit just flowed through us. Everything just kind of clicked in.
Yeah,
We
when
just,
spirit moves you, yeah.
he just kind of had this aha moment and realized, oh man, I'm dead wrong. I don't need to be doing what I'm doing. I need to just do what I'm doing in my life.
Okay, yay. Well, I'm
yeah,
so, yeah, I'm so happy for that. Yay, that, and thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. All right, so, how can mindfulness help us love without attachment or expectations?
I'll go ahead and take that one. So what was it again?
How can mindfulness help us love without attachment or expectations?
So mindfulness,
We get deep.
I find that like just being aware and recognizing and understanding yourself can help to really understand the values that you place on your relationships and like where you're putting an expectation, where you're like looking at somebody and maybe you're drawing certain conclusions about them that aren't there. Like it's about recognizing your own biases and your own like whatever is in your mental that's affecting the way that you love somebody else. So when you're able to recognize and be aware of that, you're able to be like, okay, this is a part of like how I am treating this situation. I don't need to bring this to this person. This person isn't necessarily the way that I view them. There are things that are going on in their life that I don't understand. There are things that things that I don't know about them. And if I want to bring them pure love, I need to let go of these kinds of biases and these sorts of expectations that I have. That is to say, like, to tie it in with like the how to forgive without like letting go of your boundaries, letting the boundaries be crossed. You should still remember when people cross your boundaries. You should still understand that this is something that this person has done before and they might do it again. So I need to make these boundaries clear. But you can do that in a loving way. You can do that from in place of understanding. And you just because like they have done something before does not mean they will continue to do that. Or that they will continue to be that way. Especially once they've been corrected and once they understand, oh, I shouldn't have done this.
Yes, thank you, and I do appreciate you tying that back in because it really does flow together. And I know that we all can say that there's been times that someone's behavior, we saw the person again, and we may have expected, oh wow, maybe they're gonna do this again, so we kind of almost put up or tell ourselves that story that that's what we're expecting. And so the most loving and compassionate way is to let it be a fresh start, especially after speaking with the person, drawing that line kind of in the sand and saying, oh, this is my boundary, please respect it. But if you go back in already anticipating or expecting that they're going to do it again, you're almost manifesting it. You're almost like drawing that energy back. So the only real loving, compassionate way is to give them a full opportunity to do that. Now, if you see a pattern happening, that's when you probably maybe that might not be a person that you need to spend a lot of time around anymore. But if you have ask them to change and then you don't leave space for it and hold space for it, that's not really fair on your part.
Right.
So yes, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. So what did you notice about your emotional flow since last week? Miguel.
Well, that's a good question. I would say just, well, when I'm more aware of things, it becomes easier to do things. So for me, knowledge is always very important. So the more I know, the more mindful I become, and then the more mindful I become, the more I can say, okay, I have some issue that I have to work with something. I have to tell myself, okay, how can I work on this? What can I do? Or sometimes it's just easy to say, okay, I don't need this anymore. I can back away from this. It just becomes a cycle. First I tell myself, I don't need it. And then it becomes easier. And then I can tell myself, okay, I don't want it. Then it becomes easier to say that I don't like it. And then at that point, I realize now I can cut whatever habit that I actually have. It just becomes so much easier
Yeah.
for me to just let go whatever negative emotions that I tie to something that I have.
Yeah.
That's maybe
And like sometimes even just recognizing what something is, like being like, oh, this is what this is. This is why this is coming up for me. This is why I feel this way. It's not the situation around me, it's something within you. That's acting. And then you can name it, and that gives you a bit more control and understanding of the situation. Rather than being reactive.
Yeah, and I like the way that you said you're being real with yourself. Like so it's almost like if you tell someone else or even yourself, oh, you can't do that. Well, but you don't have any things behind it that back that up. And what you were saying is you broke it down. You break it down. I don't like this. I don't resonate with this. Actually, why am I doing? So I like the way that you kind of went through and took kind of inventory over. Really, what does this thing mean to me? Why am I actually really doing it? I don't like it. It's not something that I really want to do. And so instead of being like, just don't do it, that's like telling yourself, don't think about that. You're almost now going to start thinking about it. So there's ways around that as well. So I like your the way that you went about that. That was very wise. Perfect. Yes. All right. And so, B. What are ways that you can see that you can embody love this week in action? Exercising patience, being mindful, taking little triggers, reframing your thought process so that where you're being more mindful. So then, because you're more mindful. Shadow work. I was speaking earlier about the people, so running from these triggers and these interactions, stop getting understanding what is it that you're supposed to be doing. So to put all that together, after we've understood what you're supposed to be learning, then you can move out of this. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Ron. Yes, beautiful. And I'm going to ask you the same thing. I'll ask again, no big deal. How can you embody, what are ways that you can see that you can embody love in action this week?
Everybody, letting the energy spread, not really focusing on the love that I'm like the emotion we spoke of earlier, not trying to focus on the emotion itself and how I experience it. We're talking about compassion was tense a bit, and I'm figuring, you know, I come from a very traditional Christian background, and it speaks against this. So I had to be mindful coming here to learn about the mindfulness I can use, and the energy I can spread through it. About love, and even what I've learned today, spread the love. Like, be able to see it while I'm spreading it.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, and like, even just creating that kind of atmosphere and environment around you to where like other people can feel safe, comfortable, able to express themselves and be themselves. That's really like, if everybody could create that kind of environment around you, just think of how much better a place the world could be.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying that. And then Miguel, how about you? What's ways that you can see to embody love in actions? It can be towards yourself or others.
Well, I always struggle with loving myself. I really
I had to throw that in there.
I always struggle with loving myself. It's always, I'm always finding fault in myself. It's always something that I feel like, oh my God, I did this wrong, and I kicked myself. But something that I'm trying to be mindful of is that I focus on love that my Creator has for me. It becomes easier for me to love myself. And then once I can focus on that, it's easier for me to love myself. And once I love myself, I can spread that love out like an overflowing cup. And then it becomes, my life becomes more evident because I can spread my love, knowing that I'm confident in myself, I'm confident in the love that my Creator has for me.
Perfect. Yes, thank you.
And it's like, I think, there's something in the way that like we beat ourselves up over decisions that we made or mistakes that we made. But every mistake we make is a lesson. Every problem we have with ourselves is something we can learn from. It doesn't have to be like, it's not who we are forever, it's who we were in a moment. And so we can love who we are now that we've learned from it, that we've grown from it. Even if we have experienced that flaw in us. It's something that we recognize certain things are not indicative of who we really are inside. Sometimes we're reactive, or we speak out of ego, or like, we are just triggered by something, and we respond a certain way. And it's important to recognize that, yes, but it's also important not to hold on to that image of yourself as like being who you are, because it's just a part of it. And many times, like you mentioned with shadow work, a lot of the stuff is the shadow, what we've repressed expressing itself, so we can learn from that as well. What are we keeping under wraps about ourselves that we've always been told, that's stupid, you shouldn't do that, that's not, that doesn't align with the way that society works, what parts of us are we keeping under that wrap that are, just damaging us because we're not expressing ourselves? And so, like, it's something to learn from. It's not something to hate about ourselves. That we had a slip up, that we made a mistake, that we did something that we aren't proud of. It's a learning opportunity.
Do you remember what we said today? It's an opportunity for healing. coming up as a messenger. It's an opportunity for healing. If you're aware and you look at it as so, oh, then it's love, right? You're showing me something that I can do that can heal, and I didn't even maybe know that wound was there. Thank you. So it's, if you look at it from a higher perspective, that it is a messenger, and it is showing you something that you can't really maybe see down in that darkness and that shadow area. So that's why those things come up for you. So instead of being like, oh man, I suck, why do I do this? You got to really say, wow, that's love. That's my shadow even loves me enough.